Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another videos of the paid request. This time for Travis. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. So Travis wanted me to look at the song Cars, done by Numan, as well as the music video. Now, this is definitely a song I've heard quite a few times throughout the years. It is a very catchy song. It's interesting. Anytime I hear this song, it makes me think of the future, which, I mean, it was done in 1979. So in a way, it was kind of a... It's one of the most 80s songs, but it came out in 1979. It's definitely a good way to introduce what's going to come in the 80s with synthesizers and things of that nature. And it has a good ring to it. Here in my car, I feel safest at all. I can lock all my doors. It's the only way to live in cars. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, doo doo. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, doo doo. Boom, boom. And the mix of keyboards and synthesizer. Like I said, it sounds futuristic. I know that sounds stupid, but I don't know how else to put it. And again, it has a nice catchy ring to it. I think there's about 3 more, I don't know, stanzas is the right word. And for I understand the reason this guy made this song, number one, he thought it seems like it'd be a hit song. It'd be catchy enough. And two, I guess he saw someone's road rage and they're going to go after him, but then he felt safe in his car. About how you're in your car and it feels like you're enclosed, you're isolated from the world. And because you're so isolated in the world, then it seems like nothing can hurt you, nothing can bother you. You got the doors locked and shut, the sound is muffled, and if it's your car, in a way, to be the master of your domain, and people could get lost in that. Or not lost, but some people, get very comfortable in that. But you wanted also me to talk about the music video, where Gary Numan, he looks a little bit like Freddie Mercury without the mustache, a little bit. Don't mind his voice. The production value, you have this background with like these lights that almost look like a pyramid behind him. This interesting bit where there'll be these snaps, and when it snaps, it'll freeze frame, and you keep on dum ba-dum ch boom ba-dum ch. And then kind of weird shots where it's like, okay, there's a bit of tambourine, and he's like in the tambourine, so like the shot's him, the tambourine's being shook, and they put an image of him in the middle of it. And what I mean, odd choice is that they have that, but for a song called Cars, there are no cars in the music video, which I don't really get why. There's a bit at the end where he's standing, and he has his arms up like he's driving, but there's no cars. So I'm sitting there going, would it really been that hard or difficult to just get a car? Hell, you get your favorite car. I mean, if it's about you had an experience with someone's road rage, you felt safe in a car, wouldn't having a car be prominent to that? But apparently not. So yeah, I'm not sure about the music video. It's a bit weird, a bit odd to not have any cars in a song called Cars, where you're talking mostly about cars. Didn't mind the bit where him and the band are kind of clapping hands. And he changed his clothes at the end. He looks like he has a spiffy black suit tuxedo with, might have been a blue tie. So like I said, the music video itself, I do like the kind of freeze frame that's in connection with the song. That, when the snap happens, the video freezes, and then the image keeps going, then it freezes at the end, and another image keeps going. I don't mind that timing. Like I said, it just I can't. But when I'm watching it, I just keep thinking, why are there no cars? Why are there no cars? Car 54, car 54, where are you? So me to keep thinking about that kind of, I wouldn't say ruins my enjoyment of the music video, but it kind of takes me out of it. So my mind just keeps wandering with that. What is the reason behind it? So I wouldn't say I'm big on the music video itself, but I do like the song. Like I said, it's a catchy song. It has a unique sound to it. Especially at the time. The songs were not normally sounding like that in 1979. Whereas getting to the end of disco, you had stuff like the Bee Gees and other stuff being popular, maybe stuff with Queen, among other stuff. So again, this kind of keyboard synth combination. There are others that did, but what didn't feel like the norm like this sound. Like I said, and to repeat one last time, each time I hear it, it does sound like, oh, this is the song that's going to play in the future. Now here it is so many decades later, and we're in the future, and it still feels like it'll be the future. So it was definitely ahead of its time when it came out in 1979. I mean, if you were to tell me this song came out in 1985, I would believe it. Boom, ba-dum, dun, 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 in cars, boom, 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 boom. So overall, enjoyable song. Again, good song, enjoyable song. I don't know. I think some people say this is the biggest hit he had in the U.S. I don't know if he had other songs that were as popular as this one. Because if I look up Gary Numan, which I have this, if this is the same one, then he is still with us. He has a song called Our Friends Electric. He's 66 years old. He co-composed the music for The Unborn. Really? He did music for that? Oh, he did. He did music for... Okay, I'm surprised. I didn't know he did music for the Unborn movie. Right, I don't remember that movie. The music in that movie, so there you go. Apparently Nine Inch Nails was influenced by Gary Numan, and Numan says all things. His favorite Nine Inch Nails song is Closer. Head Like a Hole has the best chorus ever, so him and Nine Inch Nails definitely have some love towards each other, respect towards each other. In February 2024, he announced a UK tour to celebrate the 45th anniversary of his 1979 albums Replicas and The Pleasure Principle. Shows in Norwich, Sheffield, Glasgow, Newcastle, Manchester, London, Bristol, Cardiff, Bournemouth, Birmingham, and Nottingham. So he's still touring this day, go figure. So like I said, I don't know if any other songs were as big as Cars. Just seems like that's the one that kind of sticks out. He had a lot of albums. So there you go. But take that for what you will. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.